What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name's Derek Bourgeois. I'm the Fit Dad Realtor. You can find me at fitdadrealtor.com. I'm a realtor in the greater Nashville area. So if you're looking for a realtor or you're looking for somebody who can help you with some real estate stuff, whether it's buying or selling, or you just want to talk about the market and homes and all that fun stuff, I would love to be that person. You can get all my contact information down below. And welcome to my channel. This is where we talk about the local housing market. So we've been doing a lot of stuff about Lebanon. We've started, I have some videos coming out about some other surrounding cities, which is going to be fun. So take a look for those if you're interested in other things that are going on in Lebanon. Here's some videos. I'll post some links down below as well to some of my other content. But if you like this sort of stuff, you live in Lebanon, looking to move to Lebanon, make sure you follow my channel, and let's get into the market report for 2023. So this is looking at the January numbers. Obviously it's February right now. We got to wait for those numbers to come out. So we're looking at the January numbers and what happened in January to see if we can kind of see where this is going. Now I'm going to try to keep as much of my own opinion out of this. We're just going to try to look at the facts as much as possible because I know y'all like that. But it's going to be hard to not give my opinion, being that this is the market that I'm in. So first off, I want to say that I still think the Lebanon market's very strong. Okay. So I don't think right off the bat, we're not worried quite yet. I mean, the market went up so far. Having a little bit of correction is totally normal. It's a healthy market. I think the job market here is healthy. I think the housing market here is healthy. We're still seeing some growth. So while some houses you might feel like maybe you're losing value in some homes, I don't think this is going to be like a long-term thing. So all that being said, because I still think there's a lot of people moving into this neighborhood, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Now, let's take a look at this. These numbers, I need to do a screen record, so give me a second to start that. I'm going to give you the 3, 2, 1. All right, so I was kind of taking a look at these numbers before. This is the average sales price. This is month over to month, so this is kind of, we can look right back to 1 month ago and where they're at now. So that was a pretty significant drop from last month. We're talking close to, a little bit over $30,000 of a drop in 1 month of sale price, average sale price, right? So now we can look at the median. It's kind of trending the same, but median is just like if we sold, 100 homes, the median price is the 50th home, right? That's right in the middle. So all these were cheaper, all these were more expensive. This is just this price. The average is where we take them all, we add them all up, and then we divide it by however many. So we add up all 100 and divide it by 100 and get that, what is that average price, right? So I like the average here to kind of take a look at. So we are trending down, right? If we look at, May 2022 was kind of our high, and ever since then we've been, trending slightly lower. We've had up months, we've had down months, but the trend is definitely moving down. Not surprising, obviously, with interest rates rising, it's going to pull people out of the market. There's reasons for this, right? This isn't like surprising where no one's like, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. No, we've expected this for a long time. Nobody was expecting the market just to continue up. This is a reset, and this is totally normal. This isn't as dramatic as it might feel, right? Just because, when something was so normal for so long, this upward trajectory, moving down feels a little scary, but it's okay. This is what happens in a normal market. All right, so we're on our way down. So this is not also that crazy to have a down market in December because it's wintertime, it's the holidays, not many people are looking to move, so there's not a lot of new listings. In January, are we going to see an uptick? Sure, right? The holidays are over. People that were kind of sitting on the sideline all December are now like, hey, it's time to list my house, right? It's after the holidays. I need to relocate. There's a million different reasons to move. We're moving. So they've put their house on the market. So we do see this uptick, right? There's always a drop starting in about October because the holidays are coming and, the lead in is always like do. So you're going to see this downfall of new listings, and now we're going to see an uptick. And we might see this uptick for the next couple months, right? So we might see January, February, March, and as we get into spring, we might see an uptick in new listings, which is exciting. Because you'll see, I think there's a demand for it, right? So we're seeing new listings. Homes for sale, this will be like total homes for sale in Lebanon. So this takes, it could take holdover from months before that didn't sell, what's still on the market. And we had a total of 377 homes for sale. Now that's still down from December. Now remember, because people posted homes in October, November that didn't sell. So those were still on the market, right? So we're still down. So that's why you still see this downward trajectory, but that's gonna slowly start curving back up as we start getting into the new year, right? Into the spring, into the buying season. So that's, once again, not too crazy. New listings are up. They didn't come up high enough to really raise the homes for sale total, but we'll get there. Pending sales. So this is sales that in the month of January, how many of them went pending, right? So if we had a total homes for sale, for the month of 377, how many of those went pending? And we're at 123, right? So about a third of the homes. Now this is down, right? This is obviously still a downward trend from the beginning of last year. It looks like January 22, we've had this downward, sales have been slowing. Pending sales are going down, right? And I bet you if we looked at when they started raising interest rates, that would probably correlate, right? We're probably pretty close to a correlation there of that. But you do see this kind of flattening out now, right? So we had 130 last month. We're at 123. 133 in November, 126, 123. We're starting to see it flatten out a little bit for pending sales, which then I assume at some point, it's gonna be fun to come back and look at this video and see if this starts trending back up. But pending sales. Closed sales, how many did we close last month? This is gonna be down because it's January, right? We had, less homes for sale, less pending sales. Guess what? Less closed sales. Not a big shocker there that we're gonna be down on how many homes are gonna be closed. We did see an uptick, this was interesting, in December for closed sales. You can maybe attribute that to people going, I gotta get into a house before the holidays. And some of those closing in December, probably early December, trying to get those homes closed before the end of the year. So maybe you see an uptick there, trying to get those deals, people trying to get homes sold before the end of the year. So we had a little uptick and now we're back down 102 closed sales last month. So sales are down, prices are falling, right? This is kind of indicative of what the market is doing as far as a reset is concerned. Let's look at days on market. This is the median. like I said, I like to look at averages. So days on market is increasing, right? Back to probably what feels like a healthy market. We're still only at 25 days on average, days on market. That's getting back to the healthy numbers. Honestly, if a home sits on the market for a month, even probably up to 2 months, probably not worried. That's kind of where we were for so long, for years, for decades. When you go to sell a house, it's, there's marketing and there's showings and it's a slower thing, right? This thing that we just came out of where homes were sitting on the market for a day or less, that's not normal. That was not normal, but it was that way for so long. We felt like, oh, that's the new norm. It's not, right? That was just this weird time in history where things were weird. We're getting back to normal. We're getting back to where homes are sitting on the market. Also, that's going to be, exacerbated, is that a word? By the homes prices going down, interest rates going up, like homes are going to sit there longer. There's less buyers in the market. So that's going to happen, right? Things are going to slow down. And once again, that's fine. This is just making a case really for what I do, which is I'm a realtor and I help you with sales and marketing and stuff like that to sell your house, hopefully quicker than the average days on market, right? So you really at this point have to start. Before, I think during this market we just came out of, you can really make a case for the realtor's expertise was trying to get you money over asking, right? Like if I had a house that I was happy with 300,000, you could just find somebody to put some pictures up on the MLS and sell it for 300,000 if that's what it was worth. A realtor might be able to get you like 330,000, right? Like that was like the benefit of having a really good realtor during this last market. Well, now the benefit of having a really good realtor is just getting your house sold in a timely manner, right? In a time frame, maybe quicker than what is average days on market. So once again, this is a great thing to look at when you start thinking about how quickly can you sell my house when you ask your realtor. All right, month supply. Starting to average out here, we're still low. 2.2 months supply. I remember talking to my friend, shout out to Mark Petrock, who got me into real estate back in Seattle. And I think what he was saying was a 3 to 4 month supply felt good, felt normal, right? So if we shut off the spigot right now, in 60 days, we'd be out of homes, right? If we weren't listing any more homes. So that's a number that we don't mind seeing going up for a healthy market. We're still a little low. which means that there's still movement in the market, right? There's still people out there buying. There's still people out there. There's probably still not enough homes coming onto the market. And obviously with the slowdown that we just saw for new listings and homes sold and pending sales, that we can probably still see an uptick there for a little bit just to kind of get this number. If we wanted to really get the homes, like the month supply, back to a normal amount, we'd like to see that probably around a 3 or 4 month supply. But we're getting there. We are kind of trending down. Once again, looks like, August, September was kind of our high recently. And we've been kind of moving down since then. So obviously we'd like to see that back in 2020, what do we have? 5.3. If we go back even further, we were probably at like 2019, we had 6 months of supply, and then that just dropped dramatically. I think in this range here, the 2020, 5 month, 3 month, this was a healthy range. So I think that getting back to that will be good. Not worried about that number right now. Percentage of list price. All right. So what this shows is what did it sell for as of the list price, right? So list price is what it sold for. Okay. So that's the number that we're looking at here. So if I listed a home for $500,000, but I ended up selling it for $490,000, that would be what we would call the list price, is $490,000. And this is the percentage of what it sold for, right? So we're at 99% right on the dot. Homes are selling on average for 99% of the list price. So what we ended up, the final listing price before it actually sold. Now, percentage of original price. So, right, I just gave that analogy of $500,000, but I dropped it to $490,000 and then it sold. Maybe it sold for, $480,000. This would be the percentage of the original price. This says, all right, you originally listed it for $500,000. You dropped it to $490,000, but this is the percentage of original price, right? So this is kind of fun because this has been kind of trending the same lately. But now we're kind of getting into a situation where this could be different because prices are dropping, right? We start seeing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 drops on homes. And now you get to see, all right, what are these selling at actually from the initial price, right? So if somebody comes on the market at $500,000 and you know that home might be overpriced, you can look at this and go, all right, so this home is probably going to sell for, on average, right, 97.3% of that original price. So if you came in with that offer, right, this is some data that you could know to go, oh, on average, this is probably going to sell for this, right? And now if this sits on the market, it's fun to watch this one go, all right, we were overpriced and boom, 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 we drop down and see how close it is actually going to get to that 97.3. So that's the difference in these two data points, right? Percentage of list price and original price. And it's kind of fun to look at now because, like I said, in the past, it was kind of trending the same, right? It was like at 100% or 101% or 105% for a while. And they were like pretty much the same. And now they're starting to be different because we're starting to see movement in that final, in that list price versus the original price. All right. Original prices. So what they've been coming onto the market for average here in Lebanon. This is really interesting. So this is 376,445. You can go other places on the internet where this number is totally different. It's like over 400, which is weird. So I don't know where they're getting their data from, but this is RealTracs data. This is everything that comes through the MLS here in Lebanon, in Tennessee. RealTracs is like, it's got to go through this to be sold. So this is a very accurate number, and I really like this number. So average original price for home. Let's look at the average. Sorry, my bad. The average, oh, it is over 400. So 420,000, right? The median, right, that middle price is under 376. So average 420,973. So we're still up over that 400,000. And that stayed fairly similar, obviously, the last, it's funny because I think we think, oh, it's gone up so much, but I guess that's like 500,000. So it hasn't changed. It's starting to trend down. But the average original price hasn't really been too crazy. Price per square foot, like I said, we're gonna start seeing this. This was driven up here by those interest rates because smaller homes started to sell because you couldn't afford to buy as much, and those homes are driving, price per square foot because smaller homes generally price per square foot is more. We start getting into bigger homes, the price per square foot drops, but the price goes up dramatically because you're buying such a larger home. But with the sales going down, with the prices going down, we are starting to see a drop in that price per square foot now. So that pressure has finally gotten to it, and now we're down to $205 per square foot median and average 208. And those are gonna probably trend pretty similar the next few months. Those lines look a lot the same, even back historically, right? All right, and then the last thing we'd like to look at here, dollar volume. Where are we at? How much money is in the market? How many people are out there buying? I think this is a good one to kind of look at. Hold on while RealTracs crunches the numbers. Bada boom, bada bing. It's down, right? And we've been seeing this drop from September all the way through to this end of the year. That there's less dollars in the market. I think investors are backing out. I think we're starting to see, some home buyers that got priced out because of the interest rate hike. That's gonna be a thing. Now, I am gonna do a video on financing. I have a usually monthly call with my finance team. And there's like some really fun products on the market right now. And if you're looking to buy a home, I'm excited to talk to you about buy downs. I'm gonna do a whole video just on buy downs, because that means that you don't have to have a 6, 7, even 5% interest rate. You can get that down to 3, 4% on an adjustable buy down for a certain amount of time, right? But we'll talk all about that. But like I said, this here is just showing that people are leaving the market, and it's down. It's down dramatically from the beginning of the year, which, if demand is down, sometimes that means prices need to start coming down, and prices are starting to come down. Now, which one's going faster? It looks like the demand is dropping a little bit faster because, like I said, iBuyers are out, investors are out. So we're starting to see that just pure home buyers are coming in, people who need to relocate, people who need to buy homes or want to sell homes, or, was sitting on the sidelines waiting for the market to turn or jumping back in. We're getting back into, like I said, a little bit more of a buyer's market, which is exciting, which means we can get concessions and buy downs and a lot of fun things that we couldn't get for a long time. So all that being said, welcome buyers. Now is a great time to start looking for homes. Like I said, I work with a lot of people in the market here who are relocating or looking to buy, or sitting on the sidelines waiting for it to be a bit of a buyer's market. I think now's a great time, right? So if you want to start looking for homes, get in touch with me. Even if you're out of the state, hi, welcome. I do a lot of online showings, just so you know, FaceTime and Zoom call, and I record a lot of videos for home showings. So if that's something you want to start looking at, shoot me a call, shoot me a text. Let's get you on the books, and we'll start doing that. Other than that, that's the market. It's looking like, it's getting back to a little bit of a healthier market for both buyers and sellers. Maybe less for sellers now, but it's a little less, but more for buyers. So healthy market, which I think is good. And nothing to be scared of yet. I think we're doing great. And have a great rest of your day. Make sure you subscribe and comment, and because I do these every month, and if you want to be kept up